Μπαμπά, τελικά άξιζε τον κόπο.
Δεν έχεις ακούσει ακόμα την ιστορία.
They say an eagle lives 70 years, almost like a man. When its beak curves inward and its talons grow long, it can no longer grasp. It must choose, die, or endure pain and be reborn. But this is not a story about an eagle. It is a story about a man. Pantelis Avramidis was raised into a world that did not promise him victory. He was born in 1941 during the occupation of World War II. Childhood was not a season of play. It was survival. At 8 years old, he delivered ice in winter. He carried weight before he carried dreams. Some children inherit toys. He inherited responsibility. 42 professions. Sixteen-hour days. Falling asleep behind the wheel. Some men build careers. Others build endurance. He postponed himself, and in postponing himself, he quietly built the strength of others. He loved sport, but not for himself. He trained every day, not to win, but to keep life inside him.
Δεν παραπονέθηκες ποτέ.
Το παράπονο δεν ταΐζει μια οικογένεια. Νόμιζα ότι θα υπήρχε χρόνος αργότερα.
Then life called him to compete, not in a stadium, in a hospital room. Cancer. The day after the operation, with an IV still in his arm, he walked 2 kilometers in the corridor.
Δεν ήθελα να χάσω την προπόνηση.
Six years of chemotherapy. 6 years of learning how fragile the body is and how stubborn the spirit can be. He looked in the mirror and whispered, "I'm finished." The legend says the eagle must strike its beak against a rock until it breaks. It must wait in silence until strength returns. Years later, his children asked him, "Compete with us." He did not know how to swim. He could not submerge his head. He was 75. It was probably too late, but too late is a phrase invented by spectators, not by competitors. So he stood on the starting line, not to win, but to refuse surrender. He dove. He surfaced last. He struggled with the mannequin. He finished. It wasn't about victory. It was about ignition. He wanted more, to compete abroad. But sometimes, the hardest races are not on sand, but in offices.
Μας είπαν πάλι όχι.
Τότε θα πάμε κάπου αλλού. Δεν σταματάς όταν κάποιος σου κλείνει την πόρτα.
2022, Riccione, Italy. The World Masters Lifesaving Championships. By then, one eye no longer saw the world clearly. Distance wasn't something he measured anymore. It was something he felt. Competition doesn't slow down for age, and it sure does not adjust for limitation.
Body marks.
He ran. At 81, he won gold. (2023) Belgium. The European Masters Life-Saving Championships. 82 years old.
On your marks.
He ran. He won. Twice. And still, he saw enough.
Ένιωσες ποτέ σαν τον αετό?
Οι αετοί δεν σπάνε τα νύχια τους. Αλλά μερικές φορές ο άντρας πρέπει να νικήσει το φόβο.
There is a myth that eagles break their beaks to live longer. They do not.
Το κάνω για την υγεία μου. Ο αθλητισμός βελτιώνει ζωές. Η αθλητική ναυαγοσωστική σώζει ζωές.
Some men win medals. Others win battles no one sees. Pantelis Avramidis won both, not because life was easy, but because surrender was never an option. Eagles are not reborn. Men are.